Last time we covered earthworms, most of you wanted to know whether alfalfa pellets are a great addition to attract earthworms to your garden. I promised to answer that in a video, and today, I'm doing just that. If you've been dreaming of rich, crumbly, worm-worked soil that seems to grow everything twice as fast, you're going to want to stick around. Because while compost, mulch, and rice water are already familiar allies in the soil-building game, alfalfa pellets are the underdog you didn't know you needed. And guess what? They're not alone. There are other unlikely champions that can boost microbial life and turn your soil into a magnet for earthworms. Let's dive in. Alfalfa pellets, commonly sold as animal feed, are compacted legumes loaded with nitrogen, amino acids, and triacontanol, a natural plant growth stimulant. But for our purpose, it's what happens after you apply them that makes the real magic. When you water down alfalfa pellets and introduce them into your garden, they break down relatively quickly, releasing sugars and nutrients that kickstart microbial activity. Microbes, bacteria, fungi, and protozoa multiply like crazy in the presence of alfalfa. And wherever microbes thrive, earthworms follow. Earthworms feed on these microbes and the organic matter they colonize. It's a simple chain reaction. Alfalfa feeds microbes, microbes explode in population, and earthworms move in to feast. To use alfalfa pellets effectively, you'll want to soak them before applying. Here's a solid formula: 1 cup of alfalfa pellets per gallon of water. Let it soak for about 24 hours until the pellets swell and soften into a mash. You can then pour this mixture directly onto the soil or around plants, or stir it into compost piles to jumpstart decomposition. If you're applying directly to garden beds, aim for roughly 1 gallon of the mixture per 10 square feet. This ensures a concentrated microbial bloom, enough to start drawing earthworms within days. If you're serious about building soil that breathes life into your crops, microbial activity is your secret weapon. Healthy soil isn't just dirt, it's a living web of activity. When you add amendments like alfalfa pellets that spike microbial growth, you set off a cascade of biological richness. Earthworms aren't just visitors to this system, they're the engineers. They tunnel, which aerates your soil. They digest organic material and excrete worm castings that are rich in plant-available nutrients, but they only go where the buffet is good. Feed the microbes and you automatically feed the worms. Beyond alfalfa, what else can attract earthworms naturally? Let's not stop at alfalfa. There are other unusual yet powerful additions you can use alongside compost, mulch, and rice water that, honestly, supercharge microbial life. And earthworms love them. Used coffee grounds, a surprising champion in soil conditioning. They're loaded with nitrogen and organic acids that microbes, really love. Earthworms also seem to enjoy them directly. Just mix them into your compost or sprinkle sparingly over garden beds. But don't overdo it. Coffee grounds are acidic and can temporarily throw off pH levels if dumped in bulk. Brewer's yeast solution. Yes, you read that right. Brewer's yeast, typically used in beer making or baking, can become a real microbial magnet when diluted and added to soil. To make your own microbial boost, just mix 1 teaspoon of brewer's yeast in 1 gallon of warm, not hot, water, let it sit for about 30 minutes and pour it around your plants. It feeds beneficial fungi and bacteria, which in turn attract earthworms. Diluted, unsulfured molasses is, honestly, a powerful energy source for microbes, and it's often used in organic farming as a microbial stimulant. Just mix 1 tablespoon of molasses in 1 gallon of water, give it a good stir, and apply it to your soil or compost pile. The result? You'll see an explosive rise in microbial activity within 24 hours. And, earthworms will begin showing up right where the action is. Decomposed straw or hay isn't just a mulch layer. Once it starts breaking down, it becomes a real fungal haven. So go ahead and lay a thick layer of straw and keep it moist. Over time, as fungi start colonizing, earthworms will move in to help with the cleanup, and honestly, they'll improve your soil in the process. Oatmeal slurry is, well, an old gardener's trick that works wonders. You just cook plain oatmeal, let it cool, and mix it with water to make a slurry. Pour it around your garden beds or compost. Oats are kind of a carbohydrate bomb for microbes and are also known to attract worms directly. Just make sure it's plain, no sugar, milk, or flavorings. Use half a cup of oatmeal cooked in 2 cups of water, then dilute with an additional 2 cups of water before applying. If you've got access to rabbit, goat, or cow manure, never cat or dog, you can brew a simple tea that works like a microbial broth. Just add 2 cups of aged dried manure to 5 gallons of water, let it sit for 2 to 3 days, and then strain before applying to your soil. This not only feeds microbes but honestly becomes a 5-star buffet for soil critters, especially worms. For best results, don't rely on just one method. Try this combo once every 2 weeks during the growing season. A gallon of alfalfa soak, a cup of used coffee grounds, and a diluted molasses or yeast mix. Apply this trifecta to your garden beds, and keep the area moist and covered with a light straw mulch. Within a couple of weeks, you'll start to notice more worm castings on the surface, better soil texture, and increased growth in your plants. What you're doing is layering food sources, sugars for bacteria, carbs for fungi, proteins and nitrogen for both. The result is microbial abundance, and earthworms respond fast to that abundance. So don't let the soil go hungry. Healthy soil really needs constant feeding, not with synthetic fertilizer, but with a diverse mix of organic matter that supports all life beneath the surface. Compost and mulch, honestly, will always be your top-tier tools. Rice water, when it's fermented just a bit, does wonders too, but it's these lesser-known allies like alfalfa pellets, molasses water, and oatmeal slurry that actually provide variety and depth to your soil's food web. And the more diverse your soil biology, the more resilient your garden becomes. Pests drop off, plant disease decreases, water retention improves, and yields climb. All of that starts with feeding the soil in a way that brings the earthworms marching in. Alfalfa pellets aren't just a supplement, they're a catalyst, a spark. When combined with water, time, and a little gardener's intention, they unlock microbial growth and bring life to even the most tired soil. Add in a few of the lesser-known methods we've talked about today, and you'll be growing more than just crops. You'll be building an ecosystem. So if you've been wondering how to get more earthworms into your soil, now you know it's not just about compost or mulch, it's about feeding the underground world smartly and consistently. Try it, tweak it, and observe the difference for yourself. If this video helped you or gave you some ideas for your next garden upgrade, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment about what you've tried in your garden, and share this with a friend who needs more worms in their life. Until next time, keep growing smart and digging deeper.